Hey, Recovery Fitness. Just wanted to get on here today. I get a lot of questions about food prep. How do I eat properly? How do I get it going? I can't do it because it's so much time, or who knows how to do it. I just want to clear up some common myths and misconceptions. You don't have to use 4 or 5 hours out of your Sunday every day or every week. It doesn't have to be super expensive, and it doesn't have to have a lot of cleanup. It doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to have a lot of recipes. I'm getting ready to take you through what I do each and every week, where I prep eggs, potatoes, sometimes vegetables, and a protein. This week it's going to be hamburger, but this whole week's meals, except for dinner, is going to be under $35. So we're not going to spend any more than $35. I'm going to get all the nutrition I need, which is quite a bit. And I'm going to do it in less than a half hour and prep it and be done. And that's including cleanup time. So check it out. I hope it helps you. Let's see if we can get an angle here. So the hamburgers are pretty basic. I'm turning the oven on at the same time. I'm going to start my eggs. I put the oven on 400 for the eggs. This is going to get me all my eggs for the week. Let's go ahead and make up the rest of these burgers real quick. The key for me when I'm making any type of food or any type of prep is to make sure it doesn't take all day. You know, one of the biggest things I think people don't like to meal prep is because it takes all day. You know, they spend 3, 4, 5 hours a day on a Sunday making the meals for the entire week, and it just, you don't have to, you know. You can get fancy with it, but I'm eating to live. I don't live to eat. I love to eat, look at me. But, you know, if I'm being serious about my health and those concerns, it comes down to getting the nutrients I need, getting the proper nutrition and balance, and doing so in a tasty, healthy way. But I pretty much eat the same food for that week that I'm making. Today I'm making beef patties, and I'm going to make some eggs up. And I'll show you how I get my carbs in and the other meals as well. But turn the heat down here just a little bit before I have to call the fire department. So the patties are made. They're ready to go. They're cooking up. So one of the main components is to be doing multiple things at once. So I got the hamburgers cooking, got the patties on. I'm a salt guy, so I throw salt on it. And I love my pepper. And of course, garlic. Gotta have the garlic. All right. So that's going. I'll wash the hands real quick. So the next component, while the burgers are cooking, is to get the eggs going. And I call them egg muffins. Alright. So those are taken off nicely. It's time to cover them. That way I don't have a bunch of cleaning to do later. Wrong one. There we go. So remember, my oven's heating up. I got the burgers going. I pull out my eggs. So, have the eggs going here. Get my measuring cup. Again, I'm just doing this as I would normally do it. Nothing's prepared to save time or for the sake of the video. Just actually started making the food, and I thought maybe it was a good day to share. So, the muffin pan. Easy, quick cleanup. I'll get this down here for the eggs. I like to mix them up because I like them scrambled, but you don't. You could just crack an egg, pop it in and go. I like mine scrambled, so I mix them up a little bit. So we're going to crack these, throw them in. I got 12 spots for eggs, so I'm going to put about 12 to 15 eggs in here. You know, so what I'm doing is I'm making one of my breakfasts and one of my lunch. So the other meals that I'm having during the day, I like to cook dinner fresh. Actually, I have a beautiful lady who loves to cook dinner, so she makes it for me. Makes it easier, for sure. So first thing in the morning I do after my exercise is I have my protein shake. I put 2 scoops of protein in, with a tablespoon of healthy fat. I'm into coconut oil these days. Macadamia nut oil is great as well for healthy fat. Shake it up. 2 scoops of protein, a cup of oatmeal, a little bit of fat, and drink that on my way to work after the gym. So I start my day, I get up, I pray, I meditate, maybe I read a little literature, then I hit the gym, get a great workout in with the recovery fitness crew, shower, drink a shake on my way to work. And usually I'm at work by 7 o'clock. I'd like to be. It's normally like 7:15. I'm running in the door already behind. This is vital. Spray her down. This avoids having the nightmare of cleaning this up later. Add salt to the eggs. Add your pepper, whatever you like in them. You want to put a little bit of cheese, go for it, just for a little bit of flavor. I like to put mushrooms. Sometimes I'll add maybe some bacon bits or something like that for a little extra flavor. So I got some cheese, dump her in, just a little bit for flavor. Remember, this is going to be meals for at least 4 days. Probably 5, and then I'll throw a few bacon bits in there as well. Alright. Stir her up, get her nice and stirred. So, I got it all sprayed down, right? I'm just going to start pouring. You don't have to be too concerned if any gets over the edge. It goes right back in. And because I sprayed it down good, whoop, that one's going to be a big one. Because I sprayed it down well, it's going to be an easy cleanup. It'll just come right off to the side. Even that one out a little bit. And perfect. So I got my oven set on 400. We're about 306 right now. No big deal. You can pop it in anyway. It's the essence of time. It'll cook. It takes about 10 minutes for these. So we're going to let those cook up. Alright, so we're getting close here. I just paused it for a couple minutes while everything's been cooking. It's almost done. So I've made my protein, right, with the eggs. It's cooking. The hamburgers are cooking. I'm making half pound, maybe a little over half pound lean beef. So what do I put with it? This is super easy. I don't get super caught up on it. I could be making rice. Rice in a microwave takes about 8 minutes. I could be doing this all at once. This week I'm using mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes, and I can process the carbohydrate from white potatoes pretty easily and still stay fit, still stay pretty lean. So I buy the Bob Evans mashed potatoes by the family size. There's 3 servings in there, or 6, depending on how you eat them. For my serving size, for what I eat, it's just I'm going to go with 3 for one. So I bought 2 of them. So I'll have the mashed potatoes with the eggs. It's my thing. I put a little hot sauce on it. The hamburger, I go with canned fruit and vegetables. So I use frozen vegetables. I just dump them in, or I take them to work with me and I dump them in and I nuke it all together. And then I have fruit with lunch. So that starts me off in my day. I have a protein shake, about 50 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbohydrates and fat. 2 to 3 hours later, I have my eggs and potatoes. 2 to 3 hours after that, I go ahead and eat the second protein shake for the day, which is exactly the same. It's identical. If I don't put oatmeal in it, I just eat fruit. So again, there's no prep time for that. And then I get into the beef for my 4th meal. So I have the beef with the high fat, the high protein. I'm going to have some form of carbohydrate with it, whether it be potatoes, rice, or maybe fruit. This week it's going to be fruit. And then maybe, if I'm hungry, by that time it's got me till around 2:30, 3 o'clock. If I'm hungry, it's about time for dinner, and then I shut it down for the night. But there's a lot of ways we can do it, a lot of ways we can time things out. This is how I'm doing it this week, and I hope this helps a little bit, kind of let you know that we've been recording 11 minutes. I took about a 5 to 6 minute break. So my food prep for 2 meals is done. I know what I'm having for the other quote-unquote snacks or meals. My biggest time here is probably going to be cleanup, which I have 2 pans that I've been cooking burgers in, and the muffin pan, which is actually pretty easy because we used all the spray. So that's how I'm doing it this week. I know a lot of people just have so much trouble with the idea of food prepping and time, and they don't do it. They think it's impossible, or they don't want to dedicate that time, or where do I start? This is a great way to start. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the burgers off. They're done. Just pull let's check on the eggs and see where they are. They might not quite be done yet, but let's see. Okay, so there are my eggs, just cooking up nice. They look pretty good to me. Let's go ahead and take them out. Surprised they let me in the kitchen playing with fire here. All right. So there are my eggs. Aren't they beautiful? They're golden brown, ready to go. I'm also making some lunch for my daughter. So multiple things going on here at once. But I'm just going to pop these things out. Look how easy they are. No cleanup, right? All I got to do is rinse it out, put a little soap on it, and put it away. So I'm going to go with 3 eggs per day. There's about 16 eggs in there total. Plenty of protein. It's enough for 4 days, which is fine. On Friday, I'll maybe throw some more in because this is super easy to do. And then I'll have my weekend food as well. But no reason not to food prep when it's this easy. This is not something special, it's just something I do. I've kind of put it together over the years. I'm not training for a show. I'm not trying to get super lean. I just want to be healthy and feel good. I want to feel like I can exercise and be my best. So really, that's all there is to that. Let's go check on the burgers. Oh yeah, they're ready. Got 3 in there and another 5 over here. Check them out. Ready to rock and roll. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these in my containers. You know, they're real cheap. They cost $1 a piece. You usually get them, $10 for 10 of them. They last a long time. Me, sometimes I leave the food in them too long after I've eaten it. And instead of just bothering with the stink and clean it up, I can just throw them away if I have to because they're $1 a piece. So that's a win. And let's think about the money that I have in this. I got 10 pounds in beef, or $10 in beef, excuse me. That was 18 eggs total. I didn't use all 18, so that's about $2.50. So right now, we'll say $13 in proteins for 2 meals. The Bob Evans mashed potatoes for the week, they're $3.99 a piece. So there's another 6, so now I'm up to $19. The fruit, we'll go another $5 on the fruit. So now I'm at $24. That's not including the protein powder. The protein powder is, I think it's like $1.50 a serving. I'm using 2 servings a day. And then the oatmeal, which is stupid cheap. My gosh, oatmeal is $3 a container for a big one. So, under $30 for the week, and I have all my meals except for my last one. So eating healthy doesn't have to be expensive. It can be really affordable. It doesn't have to take all the time in the world to cook. As you can see, we're 15 minutes recording. I've spent 25 minutes out of my Sunday, and this is done besides my cleanup, which is pretty easy. I just have 3 pans to clean up. So hope that helps you guys. Thanks for sticking through my mess. I know I cook fast. I cook on high heat. I get yelled at, but it works for me. It works for me. You can season this food however you want. I'm a big fan of salt, pepper, and garlic. Throw the hot sauce with it, and I'm ready to go. You guys have a blessed week.